Did you know that you can make a scarf out of a quilt on the embroidery machine? Did everyone know this but me? Because I just learned that information this month. Hello, I am Brittany Fisher and I share different sewing projects on my channel. Today I am doing this embroidery project. This project came from Me Time Delivered. ME stands for Machine Embroidery. They have a couple different packages, and this is the perfectly pieced collection. You can get a physical box mailed to you along with the digital files, or you can just have a subscription to those digital files and put them on your machine and then use your own fabric. Mesh stabilizer is hooped up, and we're gonna get our initial stitches for our batting. I'm going to lay down a scrap piece of batting just to make sure that all those lines that were stitched out are covered. Trim away excess batting. Now the machine is going to stitch out some guidelines. Now we're ready for some fabric. We're just going to follow the guidelines. They have numbers 1 through 9 on a diagram, and there's no guesswork. I just lay my piece of fabric so that those pieces are covered and the machine's going to stitch away. This first stitch is a trim line, so we're going to trim away our excess fabric from that line. Now that that's trimmed up, I can put the hoop back in the machine, and I'm going to grab fabric number 2, and this time the right side goes down, so the right sides are together. Now the hoop comes out of the machine again, and we're going to iron our seam flat. And then you've got it from here. From here on out, it is a trim line. You put your fabric down, it stitches in place, it gets ironed and folded over. The machine stitches out the line to cut on around the block, and then it's going to do all the quilting. So cool. With that sewn box in place, it is really easy to just grab your ruler and use your rotary cutter to cut away all the excess fabric, and you will have a perfect 4.5-inch block. Getting my backing fabric ready, and then I'm going to stitch together each of those blocks, and those can go in any order that you want. They're flippable and you can make different patterns. It's really cool. And then I have a little 2 by 4 inch piece that goes on the edge, and those get all sewn together, right sides together with the backing, flipped out, and then that project is done. Shein gave us a sewing line that we can sew directly on. That is between the batting line and that cut line. So it's right there in the middle outside of that batting. And then once we get that all lined up, we'll have perfectly pieced blocks. And here is my finished scarf. I love how it turned out. I added a little button. I think it's super charming, and it's definitely pieced better than I could ever manage on my own.